Hi, my name is Chelsea. I started Fitness a while ago and I never really worked on it because I was too scared to. I was too scared of being judged or whatever, and now I'm kind of letting that fear go and just throwing myself into this because I believe in this and I believe in helping people, and that's what I'm going to do. So, this is the intro, and I know either people love it or hate it with intros. I know that I love or hate intros completely with my whole being. So, hopefully I make this fun and educational and kind of let you in on a little bit of who I am. Yay, fun. Um, so like I said, my name is Chelsea. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 3 kids under 5. Don't do the math, please. I don't want to be embarrassed. So, and none of them are twins. That's where I'm at. Anyway. So, I am a busy woman. I know that it could be looked at like, oh, you're a stay-at-home mom, you have plenty of time. I do not, because it's just me and my husband out here, okay? Especially with the shutdown, I can't afford a babysitter or anything else. We have no physical family around us or anything like that, and all of our friends are basically in the same boat. They all work 10-hour days, and they have their own families, and yada yada, so I can't dump my 3 children. That's what I get for having a massive family. I can't dump my 3 children anywhere. So I had to make time for fitness for myself, and I thought I wasn't worthy of being able to talk to people about fitness because I'm not where I want to be, which is ridiculous, right? Like, come on. Anyway, so I've been on every stage of the fitness level. I have been that skinny fat where it's just you're just skinny. Like, all I was worried about was being as skinny as humanly possible, which is such a 90s thing to do. Then fast forward to depression, PTSD, and anxiety, and I gained a bunch of weight, and I became, everyone uses this as a bad word, but I don't care. It's a descriptive word. Gotta get out of your feelings. I became fat. I became very, very fat, very overweight, was not happy, just had a bunch of issues with my eczema, and I was just unhappy, right? So then I made a New Year's resolution. Boom. Girl got muscles. That's right. I fell in love with my muscle mommy era before it became a thing. Like, I had bam, super awesome. So I was getting ready to get into a bodybuilding competition because me and my husband were trying for 5 years to have a child, and we just were unsuccessful. And then right when I was signing up for my bodybuilding competition, I was getting, I was fitty fit. And boom, my son happened, which I'm super thankful because we tried 5 years for that little boy to be the obnoxious little beautiful soul he is. I'm just kidding. I mean, he is obnoxious, but he is a beautiful soul. I didn't mean it in any sarcastic way. He's amazing. There was a lot of complications in that pregnancy. There was a lot of complications. Not crying. Okay. There was a lot of complications in the pregnancy. At the end, we weren't sure if one or the other, neither of us were going to make it. But luckily, everything turned out well. Praise God. My son was born, and I was okay. I was safe. And I barely gained any weight because I was so sick with him. So losing the weight was just as easy. 3 months later, I got pregnant with my daughter. And again, there was some complications, so working out wasn't in my best interest. And that bounce back after that pregnancy was kind of fine. It was okay. I was really getting back into my groove towards the end there. And I got pregnant with my 3rd daughter. Do you see a theme where I get back into shape and my husband's like, pregnant. Anyway. And with all the raging hormones of 3 pregnancies back to back to back, postpartum hit me hard, hormones hit me hard. I'm still at 200 pounds that I was when I gave birth. However, my body composition, my mass looks greatly different than what I started, and that's what I'm going off of. And that's kind of what I'm here to help coach people through. Not just postpartum, but fitness in general. So the way I look at it is we live in the world of instant gratification. Like, oh yay, like I got this likes, I got these comments, like instantly love me. And so fitness isn't instant gratification, okay? You think I run because I think I'm gonna get instantly skinny? No, I hate running. I hate it. I don't instantly feel good after it. I'm red, I'm hot, my feet hurt. I hate it. I hate running. And I swim too, so that helps relieve pressure on my joints, because luckily I have a community pool down the street. But I don't do running for the instant gratification. I do it for the longevity of it, because it's good for my heart, because my heart, you know, it is what it is, and I have terrible lungs. And so it helps or exercise those two organs, those two muscles. They're muscles. So I run to exercise those. That just, it's, and I know weightlifting is very important to add into it. However, look, it's hard enough just to get out the door to run. I do my best, okay? I will get back to weightlifting when it comes to that time. But right now, my focus is doing a little more than what I was doing before. So before, I'm sitting down watching copious amount of Netflix at the end of the day, because I'm just trying to de-stress from chasing 3 toddlers now. And I love my kids. I do. It can be stressful, and I get it, okay? So going out running, going out swimming, because swimming is literally 5 minutes down the street for me. That's all I have time for right now. I make pockets of time. I wake up. Okay, that was gonna be a lie. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I wake up at 5 a.m. to get to where I'm going. The gym doesn't open till 5, and then I have to drive 20 minutes to get there, try to fight people for equipment, and then drive 20 minutes back. By the time I get here, I can barely make my coffee before my kids are up. So that doesn't really work for me. And you're probably asking yourself, where are your kids while you're making this video? They're napping. They're in their rooms. They're destroying their rooms. They're destroying things, and I'm letting that happen so I can have this moment right here, okay? Because, yes, I'm a stay-at-home mom of 3. My kids will not be in these videos as long as I can help it. I'm not comfortable sharing my kids with the world. I'm just not. And that's nothing against parents who do that. Nothing. It's just not my journey. I don't feel good about it. I don't do it. And whenever I say I don't do something, it's my personal preference, my personal feelings about the home. It's not judging anyone else. So if someone's like, oh, well, I record my kids and I put them out, then good for you. You can do that. I would not judge you for doing that. Just don't judge me for not putting them out here, okay? They are a big part of my life. They are, but they are not going to be this part of my life. So I will try to get food videos, how to make certain foods, I guess, and my workout videos onto this channel too. But it might be hard because my kids are always around. So try to find ways around that. Anyway, so it is very hard to find pockets of time to work out for me. This is what's working for me, and then gradually I'm going to add in weightlifting, because it is a very, very good way to lose fat. The muscle eats away at it. It works for you, but also I'm not looking at things at so much of a cosmetic level. I'm in my mid-30s now. Like, I have gray hairs. Like, I'm not cosmetic really. So what I'm looking for is longevity. Like, how am I going to stay here long enough to see my kids have kids and, see the generations that I make. I want to see my generational wealth of family, because these kids aren't getting a penny of nothing. I'm just kidding. We're not rich. So I'm looking at the longevity of my life, and I want to help people do the same thing. And what does that? Unfortunately, running, and it sucks, but it's free, and you can do it anywhere. Runners, and I'm not saying anything against runners, trust me, like, I look at them in awe. These gazelles that run around. I'm 5'4" on a good day, and I have short legs. Like, I'm a long torso, short leg girl, and my legs are thick. All right, they're tree trunks. They always have been. It's genetic. I'm normally for me. So anyway, I'm not great at running. I'm good at lifting weights. I love lifting weights. I love getting muscular, but right now it's not my journey. So God's trying to teach me a lesson of doing something I don't like, and whatever, I don't like it. Anyway, so I run and I swim, and I'm not a great swimmer. I just now, in my 30s, can teach an old dog new tricks. I'm just now learning to swim properly versus swimming just to survive drowning. My husband, who is a very good swimmer, because we're both military, he did swimming stuff in the military. Anyway, he taught me how to swim properly, and I'm learning, and I'm doing my laps, and it's fun. I also do ab exercises. Not that I think it'll give me a six pack, because it won't. My diet will, and I'm not looking for a six pack because six pack doesn't equal health. I don't know why people think it does. Like, oh, you have a six pack, you must be healthy. That person just has a low fat percentage. And also, people hold fat in different places. They just happen to not hold fat in their stomach, which good for you. I hold fat in my stomach, and I just don't care. I don't care about having a six pack. What I care about is being healthy. If you care about having a six pack or a flat stomach, I might not be the creator for you. What I care about is health. Will my stomach ever be flat? No, because I have a uterus that has been well used. If I put it on Facebook Market, it wouldn't be new, lightly used. No, this would be bitches worn with love. I'm probably always gonna have a little bit of pooch because I have organs. Okay, I'm not here for a fat stomach. I'm not here for a flat stomach. Okay. My goal personally is to be a muscle mommy. All right, get muscular again. I like being strong. It's just my personal preference. If you're just looking, and yeah, being strong is just my personal preference. But if you're looking for overall health, I'm still your girl. I'm just letting you in on a little insight of what I like. Sorry, that wine glass is from a couple days ago when I was playing Sims. Whoops. Anyway, so check this. But see, balance. I had one glass of wine. And that's okay. That happens. Do I drink as much? No, it's kind of empty calories, so I don't really. And also, I have 3 kids to deal with in the morning. I have 3 kids. Have you dealt with kids hungover? It's like they know. They don't know what hangover is. They don't know what drink it is. But they know when mom's not on her game, and they see weakness and they drive after it. Anyway, so I don't drink anymore. Except water and hydration. But now that I've kind of done like a small overview of workouts and how they could look, just do a little more than you did before, right? If you're completely still all the time, and just be honest. Like, this isn't like a site like, oh my god, you sit around all day. No, it's just, okay, before you're sitting around all day. Okay, fair, fine. Try to take a walk once a day. Like a 15-minute walk, if that. Just try taking a walk. Get outside, get some vitamin D. We are just complex. We're just complex plants. Sun, water, food. Okay? Go outside, take a quick walk. If you're like, yeah, well, I'm kind of active. Like, I already do a few things. Okay? I run 2 miles maybe every other day right now. I'm not completely consistent yet, but I swim for at least 20 minutes every other day or so. Find time for little workouts. You could do calisthenics if you can't afford a gym or get to a gym. Calisthenics is body weight exercises. Do push-ups, do jumping squats, stuff like that. Go to a garage sale, see if anyone's selling weights or something, or wait for Black Friday or a sale on weights. I've done that before. Or you could just pick things up around your house. If you have a kid, my kids are 20 pounds and up. So there's a 20 pounder, a 34 pounder, and an almost 40 pounder. So there we go. I have a variety of weights I can lift. How much can you shoulder press? I can shoulder press a 3-year-old. I'm sorry. Anyway, but those are inexpensive ways to work out. Lift your kids. Don't lift other people's kids though, unless you have permission. That is just weird. But you can do calisthenics, things like that. If you don't have access to a gym, there's still ways around it. You just kind of have to get a little creative and a little bit unconventional. I'm not going to judge you though, because whatever you got to do to move is what you got to do. It's not a big deal. So there we go. We covered workouts. Just move a little bit more than you would have. I try to hit 10,000 steps a day, and sometimes I hit it, sometimes I don't. It doesn't matter. I just try. And On the days I don't, I look at it, I'm like, okay, what did I do? I doom scrolled, and I've got to put a timer on my phone again. I doom scrolled one day, and I was like, oh God, like, what have I done? I'm ignoring my kids because they're aggravating me today. They just got over a sickness, so you can imagine we're all trapped in the same house with a bunch of germs, and everyone's angry and pent up and snot everywhere. So I just came out of a very difficult place with my children. We all saw a very bad side of each other, but everyone's getting healthier. We're getting outside a little bit more. We went on a walk just so I'm like, hey, vitamin D comes from the sun. So we're all getting vitamin D, fresh air, running out the snot outside and away from me. So they're all feeling better. I'm just like a little, but I think it's allergies that are stuffing me up right now because I feel fine and I don't have a temperature. But there's the workout portion of it. Now nutrition is so very complex and so simple at the same time. So when people say calories in versus out, the narrative nowadays is you're wrong, it's not that simple, yada yada yada. It is and it isn't. So if I tell you be in a calorie deficit, that's like step one. That's step one of, I don't even know how many steps. It depends on where you're at in your life and what your life looks like. Step one is calorie deficit. Now, I'm not telling you eat 1,000 calories a day or 12,000. It's roughly 15. What did I just say? 1,200. That's what I meant. Not 12,000. Okay, so I'm not telling you eat 1,000 calories or 1,200 calories. What I'm saying is you should probably be somewhere between 1,500 and 1,800 calories on top of being active. Hit those. My goal is 10,000 steps. You can have it at whatever, but be active throughout the day. You know, make sure you go on a walk. Just normal activity. Don't sit still for too long. I mean, shoot, I get tired and I sit down for an hour. That's fine. That's not a big deal. Or 2 hours or 3, whatever. But go on a walk, go on a run, go on a swim, lift something, throw something at a neighbor that annoys you. I'm just kidding. That's not very godly of me. I'm so sorry. I just got baptized. Yeah, this weekend. It was great. That's kind of what got me started in this too, is I need to help people. Like this is how I help people. This is my skill set. This is how I'm going to help others. I want everyone healthy. I want everyone happy. I want everyone healthy here, and then physically. And so, you know, reading the Bible a lot. I'm learning. It's helping me let go of my anxiety a little bit more, my depression a little bit more, because I don't know. You just give it to God, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like, you got me, dude. Like, great. Especially in the shutdown. Like, can you tell a politician? Never mind. Nope, not getting political. Everyone's being a baby, though. Okay, done. Anyway, so nutrition. So you start out. Sorry, I burnt myself when I was making sourdough. It feels great. Nutrition, you know, very simply, it can be a calorie deficit. But the way people look at it is like, oh, I can still eat whatever I want as long as I stay in between, like, in that 1,500 range. Like, yes and no. Like, would you lose weight if you stayed within 1,500 calories and ate Big Macs all day? Probably. But we're also looking at the longevity of your health. I don't know how good that is, like, for your heart to have just that much meat, that much grease, that much, like, you don't even know what's in a Big Mac anymore. Before we all get into a debate of processed and non-processed, anything taken out of its natural state is processed. So when you boil broccoli, it's processed. I get it. That's not what I mean when I say processed. I mean, like, what stuff is in there? Like, I don't know. Do I still eat a Big Mac every once in a while? Sure. Yeah. Like, okay. I'm already doomed. I'm already in this. So it's just moderation. Okay. So what I'm talking about when we talk about calories in and out, yes, deficit. And yes, if you eat crap but you stay within that deficit, you could potentially lose weight. Your health might not get much better. We're looking at health here. We're looking at health. If you're looking at the ways to lose weight fast and just you're looking at cosmetics of it, I'm not your girl, and that's okay. I wish you the best. I hope you find someone that specializes in it. You can throw a pebble on Instagram and hit a fitness influencer that's get skinny fast. So you can go there. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about health. That's it. Ways I found myself feeling better. And I made fun of people for doing the Carno diet. Not Carno. Sorry, my husband's on that right now. I still make fun of him. But he takes like a fiber supplement, so it even out. Anyway, I do the caveman diet, and I used to make fun of people like, oh, like you can eat bacon, but you can't eat bread. Like, come on. I like the caveman diet, paleo diet, just because like it's so simple. You just eat a bunch of veggies with a bunch of meat, and boom, we're done. Like, it's mindless to me. So I just pick all my favorite veggies, just like the Tiffany plate. Like, everyone acts like that's magic, right? It's not. You look at the contents of it, it's a crap ton of fiber, raw fiber. Like, that's just raw meats raw vegetables, which that's kind of easy to make. You just cut it up, boom, done. You have a sausage, protein, and a little bit of fat in there. And you have cottage cheese, protein, a little bit of fat in there. Perfect. That's a very well balanced, and you get a lot of volume for it because it's not a lot of calories except for like maybe in the sausage and probably in the cottage cheese. Like, your proteins are probably the most calories. Everything else is like pickles are 15 calories, and also they're good at helping prevent cramps. So if you feel like you get off a run and you have shin splints, or like you have calf muscle spasms, there we go, and cramps, take a swig of pickle juice. The potassium in there actually helps your cramps. So I in my Tiffany plate, I eat pickles with it, or sauerkraut for gut health, and it tastes really good with the sausage too. So you can organize it any way you want, but I personally like caveman diet. Of course, do I eat bread every once in a while? Do I eat pasta every once in a while? Yes, because I'm human and my kids are maniacs, and some days I just need an easy meal. So am I super strict with it? No, but that's the kind of diet that I consistently stay on, and I consistently go back to because it works. Do I have some variations of it? Absolutely. Like, I drink milk, and I don't think you're supposed to. Whoopsie. And the cottage cheese, I don't think you're supposed to. Whoopsie. But excuse me, but it's balance. It's what works for me. So I do caveman adjacent, I guess I should say. So do I have milk? Yes, because I need it in the protein shake. Because sometimes I just don't get around to eating something, and I need something to eat or drink. Which, fun fact, they did a study on that it's actually better to eat food. That sounds so stupid. Just stick with me. Sounds so stupid when it came out of your mouth. It's better to eat food versus... No. Let's say it this way. It's better to eat your calories versus drink your calories. Okay. So when you drink a protein shake, I guess your mind doesn't register that you're eating because you're gulping it, I guess. And so it'll trigger you to be hungry again. Versus when you eat something, you do the activity of chewing, your mind's registering that you're eating, and it's like, cool, we're eating. I don't need to trigger you that you're hungry yet. That's why, that explains why I didn't really like doing the overnight oats that much in the morning, because I was hungry instantly. But as soon as I ate something, I was like, oh my god, I'm so full. And it makes sense because I just drank the calories. I didn't trigger my mind to be like, hey, we're eating right now, so chill. And so those might be little things that'll help you. But I mean, still sometimes throughout the day, I just don't have time. I drink a protein shake. And it is what it is. Most times when I do it, I'm too busy, so my mind doesn't register that I'm hungry again for a while. So I like a high protein, high fiber diet just because it's good for digestion. Now, if you're gonna go high fiber, drink water. Oh my god! And don't do like don't go from like 3 grams of fiber a day to 60, because you're going to create a plug, and not the fun one that you guys use nowadays. No. This is not a fun plug. This is a tummy problem plug, okay? So gradually add in fiber to your diet and drink a lot of water, or else you're gonna get stopped up and it's gonna hurt. All right, and then you're gonna take a laxative and it's gonna be like an explosion, and nobody wants that, because then you're gonna have to call a plumber, and that's more money, and we ain't got time for that right now. Okay, so high protein, high fiber. And I know there was like a campaign like back in the 90s, I think it was. I know I'm dating myself. Carbon dating. There was a campaign of like, oh, don't eat too much protein, you'll get fat. But they did a study on that, and the amount of protein that you need to consume, honestly, I don't think the average person can afford that. So high protein is not going to make you fat. Not really. And I know someone's going to make me eat my words and then take that out of context, and that's fine. It is what it is. It's life now. Like, everything's taken out of context. I'm sure I could say something in here and then you isolate it and it looks really, really bad. And it is what it is. Someone's going to do that, and I'm fine with that. Because that's part of being on the internet. That's part of putting yourself out there. People aren't going to agree with you. They're going to distort it, and I don't really care. I'm too old to care about whatever. So high protein, high fiber, try to be in a calorie deficit, try to get moving. If you're just starting out moving, 15 to 1800 calories a day is a good range to start in. Now, if you're someone who's been lifting a lot consistently all the time, and you're very, very active now, like you're lifting probably 5 days a week. At the time, I was lifting 6 days a week, running on the 7th, and I was consuming 2,300 calories a day. Yeah, I was. And I was still losing weight, because muscle is hungry. That's another motivator to get muscle. See what I'm talking about? I love, not only do muscle mommies look beautiful, beautiful women, but muscles are amazing because you get to eat more. That was my main motivator, right? When I was a little chunky chunk, and I started losing weight, and I started realizing once you pack on muscle, you can eat more. You can eat more and still like be healthy and move and be happy. And I'm like, 2,300 calories? Heck yeah. Are you kidding me? Steak? Who doesn't love steak? And if you're vegan or vegetarian, that's fine. Like, what's your equivalent of? Probably beans, right? Lentils. So all the lentils you can eat? Lentils are good. I'm not hating. I'm just saying, like, I should be inclusive, right? I know, like, someone's gonna be like, oh, what about this? Anyway, so you can eat a lot of food, a lot of probably one of your more favorite foods when you start gaining muscle. That's all I'm saying. Steak all day. I'm just kidding. I do like steak, actually. I like barbecue. Since moving to Texas, I've been here 10 years. Smoking food is amazing. It's life-changing. So in the northern states, I grew up in the north, okay? Your barbecue, your smoking, it doesn't touch Texas. And like the southern states, I'm sure we can get into some arguments and it'll be valid about who has the best barbecue, but Texas barbecue. It's game-changing. It's life-changing. It's amazing. I love it. But yes, gaining muscle, you can eat more. And that's a lot to cover in one video, and I know I probably made like a lot of vague points, and you're like, oh, well, what does that actually mean? I'll make more videos, guys. Like, that's the whole point of this. I'm gonna make more videos. I'm gonna try and dive deeper into nutrition. I'm gonna try and dive deeper into exercises. I'm gonna try and do the short, I think they call it short on here. I'm gonna do the short reels of workout videos, meals. Now, you're gonna notice I don't have a lot of measurements in my cooking, because I measure stuff with my heart. So if you're like, how much seasoning did you use? I'm like, until it smells good. Until it smells how you want it to smell. Um, anyway, so, and garlic, like I measure that with the heart too. So if you want like a specific, I might not be the one for you either, because my husband hates it. He's like, how do you like, what's your recipe for this so I can make it? I was like, honey, you can't, because you have to go off, like, the onion might not look right. The onion might, be a different size, and I have to tweak the recipe. Maybe it's just not cooking the same way because the humidity in the air, or the lack of humidity, or it's too hot or too cold outside, so it changes the cooking method. I don't have a recipe. And sometimes I just find random stuff in our kitchen and I throw it into a pot and it works. So I'm sorry. My cooking videos, just I'll do my best to put a recipe on their guidelines, and then of course a short reel of whatever I'm doing. And hopefully that helps someone. I know in the future in my area what I want to do is offer group workouts. So if anyone in McAllen, Texas is looking for a group workout, I do plan on getting that up and running soon. And I plan on it being free. And anything I do here is going to be free or donation based, because what I want to do with the donation is either get more equipment to do videos, or like if you donate online, use that money for equipment for the videos, or if you're at the group workout, I won't use the money towards new equipment, but most of the time I want to use that money towards feeding people in need, buying canned goods and stuff like that. I plan on starting my own garden, so I can donate, how like 10% of whatever I pull out of my garden and give it to someone in need. But that is a future plan of mine too, so keep an eye out for that, where, like I said, I just take the donations and I put it back to anywhere that needs it, because that's part of my journey now. And that was really calling to me to do that, is just try to donate, because a lot of time in the fitness industry, I get it, everyone has to, make a buck to live, but I want to help people without costing them an arm and a leg, and help them get healthy. And I know not all of us can afford the arm and leg, so when you donate, I don't want to use it towards anything shallow, I guess I should say, like anything cosmetic. I want to use it towards a greater good. So of course, use it towards being able to make these videos, use it towards the workouts I'm doing and getting the equipment I need to help people move their bodies a little bit more. But after a small portion goes to that, I want to put it towards helping people out, because the first, just, I guess, diving into my personal life a little bit. Obviously my husband's a government worker, so this shutdown is a little scary. I'm hoping, and I prayed about it this morning, hoping that, the politicians, all of them, stop being so greedy. And I'm not taking any sides right now, and that's not the point of this, take sides politics. I think they're all just being toddlers. Really, my toddlers get along better than they are right now, and they don't agree on anything. That first government shutdown though, it was very scary, because we didn't have any savings. We were just starting, our adult lives. And, if I can help it, I don't want anyone else to feel scared like that, because, we didn't know if we could pay our bills. I made $10 stretch for that whole month, so we had food to eat. And that's a scary feeling, and that was temporary for me, sure, but that's some people's reality. So I want to use whatever money I have from this and put it towards something good and something I care about and something that is passionate to me, and that's feeding people. So yeah, like I said, just be on the lookout for that. And sorry, I just kind of went on a rant there. But I want to help other people, so my group workouts will be donation based, and then if I end up making workout plans or whatever, if I start offering services, it will be donation based. Basically, donate what you feel is right or what you want or what you can, and that's going to go towards not me personally. It's going to go towards either the Fitness or I'm going to donate it somewhere else, because I'm not in the business of making money off this. My business is helping people, and that's what I want to do. And that's the whole point of this, and this is why I'm opening up my life to be scrutinized. And I know you're probably looking at me, like I said, just like, oh, who's this big girl telling me that I need to get healthier? I've been through every season, like I've said before. This is my postpartum season. This is me fighting my hormones and having my uterus trying to rubber band back after being a freaking yo-yo for 4 years. So, is this how I want to look? No, it's not. It's not. Like, my bones hurt. Like, everything hurts. But I know it's going to take me time. I'm doing everything in my power to. Like I said, my weight's just not moving, and that's because my hormones. And you start figuring that out, feeding my body what it needs, feeding my mind what it needs, because postpartum is, very hard. You're fighting your hormones, you're fighting your own mind. So I know it sounds cheesy and unpopular in today's day and age, but I pray a lot now. I pray a lot. I read my Bible a lot. And it's helped me get my mind a little bit more right. It helped me, it's helping me do the hard things that I don't want to do. And it's teaching me that, I am not worthless. I was made with a purpose, and I just need to trust that purpose. So here I am. And I'm not gonna lecture anyone on Bible verses or anything like that. I might, pray every once in a while, drop a little bit of wisdom here and there. I know that it might not be popular, and it may not be for you, and that's okay. That's absolutely okay. I'm not going to hold it against you. I'm not going to hold it against anyone who decides, like, hey, like, I'm sorry you're religious and you're not for me. But, okay, that's it's absolutely fine. I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to have any hard feelings. I'm not going to tell you, like, you're a devil worshiper and you're going straight to hell. Like, I'm not going to tell you that. I'm just going to tell you, like, hey, it's not for you. It's not your journey right now. That's fine. Oh, maybe one day it will become your journey. But if that's not the case, hey, it's okay. It's absolutely okay. I'm not going to judge anyone. I have been through so much. I've been through so many trials and tribulations in my life that I am not going to judge anyone on how they deal with their trials, okay? How you deal is how you deal. I can pray for you. And that's not like some people use it as passive aggressive. I will not, because even when I wasn't religious, when someone said they would pray for me, I thought that was a very sweet gesture, because they're doing something nice for me out of their religion, knowing that I'm not religious, and I always thought that was a sweet gesture. So if you don't take it that way, that's fine. But I understand your point of view. I understand your stance. If you don't want to follow me, that's okay. That is okay. I'm talking to the people who see me and are compelled, be like, hey, like, I do want to do this. I do want to, follow her on her journey while going on my own. And, we walk through this together. Because like I said, this will probably end up kind of being like a vlog too, of me doing my runs and me on my journey, posting my foods, and just a little bit of hope of helping somebody at the same time. Like, that's all I want, is to help people out. And there's no shame in it. I'm not telling people that they shouldn't be anything, or that they should want to work out, or they should want health, they should want fitness. Like, that's up to you. That's up to you. You can't be mad at me for posting these videos, and don't be mad at me for it. Just don't consume it. Don't consume my videos. Don't consume my product. Don't consume Ew, never mind. I was gonna say don't consume me, but that sounded gross. But it's perfectly fine that I'm not a good fit for you as a creator, and that's fine. That's absolutely fine. I hope you find someone that is a good creator for you, and I hope that, you know, I find an audience. Like, I hope I find someone that I can help, and that's all that matters to me. So this is my first video. It was a very long introduction, 40 minutes. Nobody's gonna watch this, and that's okay. And then I'll do shorts, and people will probably watch those because, like me, I have ADHD. I don't watch long-winded videos ever. So I don't know why I'm doing this now. Now I'm questioning it. You know, I'm just gonna do it. It's okay. And I don't know how to edit yet, so it's gonna look this. This is what it is until I can figure out how to edit. Okay, I can do this. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. If you watched the end, if you didn't watch the end, that's fine too. It's gonna be a fun journey. I'm gonna have fun with it.